Hey friends of the den, I'm gonna try and do this video again, and I'm super sorry I had a really bad connection on the last one. I was trying to connect to Wi-Fi in the house and it wasn't wanting to go there. Anyways, this is a follow-up video to my Game of Theories video that I posted up last night, and as I said in take one of this, immediately after posting that video I started to get comments back from other friends of the den saying, I think you're almost there, but not quite all the way there on this Game of Thrones theory. And they were right to question me. So I have decided to post this little follow-up video to kind of take us to the actual final conclusion. Because I think that they were right and that I misinterpreted this thing. I'm a shitty oracle. So here we go. So in the part 3 of this mythic experience that Daenerys Targaryen is going through, where she is tempering her sword, her army, in the hearts of these things, in the heart of the sea, and it was broken, in the heart of the lion, Casterly Rock, and it was broken. Now she needs to plunge into the heart of her beloved. And in my initial video, I thought this had to do something with Khal Drogo. I still think it does, but I think that it's slightly different now. Thank you, friend of the den, David T., for bringing this up. So, there's actually two parts of this. One is that the sword was forged for 100 days. So, the sword that was forged the longest, the piece of her army that's been with her the longest, is her Dothraki horde. They are the ones who have been the true believers from the very beginning of the series, who have followed her through thick and thin, and the ones who are right there with her. So that is the sword that's been forged the longest. So the heart, though, that she needs to plunge it in, the heart of her beloved, is the thing that she said over and over this season that she doesn't want to do. She doesn't want to hurt King's Landing. She doesn't want to hurt the people. Unfortunately, she's going to have to do that. So her beloved, Westeros, the people of Westeros, and the heart of Westeros is King's Landing. It is the center of power for the whole of the continent and the Seven Kingdoms. So Daenerys is going to have to destroy King's Landing in order to move forward and take on the Night King. So it's going to have to be that she flies south, fights and sieges King's Landing before she can ride north to fight the Night King. So there's more to this, though. I think that there's other symmetry, historical symmetry, that you can look at as well. And it has to do with the end of Robert's Rebellion. So at the end of Robert's Rebellion, Tywin Lannister actually played a very instrumental role in breaking the siege by letting them into the gates. So Tywin Lannister, who was currently the hand of the king to Aerys Targaryen, Tywin Lannister came forth to the gates of King's Landing with the Lannister army and basically said that he's bringing reinforcements and that these are here to help hold back the siege. So Aerys opened the gates and lets them in, when it turns out that they were in fact actually there to be a part of the siege and to let the siege in and to take King's Landing by force. So I think there's going to be another kind of backstab moment, probably with Jaime Lannister, following in his father's footsteps, where he comes to the gates of King's Landing while it's under siege by the Dothraki, to counsel and send Lannister reinforcements to Cersei, who is acting as the Mad Queen, only for him to use the Lannister forces in conjunction with Daenerys' army, and for him to do as he did to Aerys and take out Cersei himself. So, in order for Daenerys to temper her sword, to become Lightbringer, to fulfill the myth of Azor Ahai, she must attack King's Landing and do what she does not want to do. And it also kind of echoes back to when Maester Aemon was talking with Jon at Castle Black, saying, kill the boy inside, you know. You have to let go of the things that you don't want to do, because you have to be able to do unspeakable things if you're going to rule the Seven Kingdoms and wield this kind of power. it's unfortunate, but sometimes a necessity. So, thank you, friend of the den, David T, for that little poke and prod to kind of get me to think about it just a hair bit more. I definitely was on a tear when I made that initial video. And I got interrupted halfway through it too, so I kind of lost my rhythm. But anyways, I'm glad that you messaged me, David, and I'm glad that this theory went even further and was actually a good turn. So thank you all for watching. I hope